Hello, everybody, and welcome to Adventures Once Told. We are going to be playing the Princes of the Apocalypse module. For those of you who have played it before, you know a little bit of what's coming up. Uh, Good luck trying to figure out where I'm going with this. I'm going to be changing it quite a bit, but I'll keep the bones will be there. For those of you who are watching this either in the present or in the future, or the few of you who have figured out how to watch it from the past, congratulations. I will need that technology returned to me at your earliest convenience. Thank you. But anyone who from here on out uh, pays for a tier 2 or tier 3 subscription to my Twitch channel, you will also get a copy of the book that I worked on with my friend Retro Hoodie, the Churn for 5th edition. It's a campaign setting that we worked on for gods know how long, years or months, or it might have all happened in a day. I'm still trying to get that technology back so I can figure out where I am in my timeline. Anyway, you will get a copy of that downloadable from DriveThru RPG. With that, you can immerse yourself into the Churn, which is a D&D campaign setting set in a world where both the fantasy and the modern have fused together, and it is gotta be it is fun and terrifying. There's Metallica being played by bards. There's paladins with shotguns. Previously on Adventures Once Told, our party of wayward souls that got themselves blown up through no real fault of their own, but they were all killed. It was a total party kill. It was such a shame. But we're also all brought back to life under the circumstances that they would be required to retrieve something for a fairly unknown individual, and upon doing so, they'd be allowed to stay alive. Basically, was the subtext to that. Though I guess it was all said a little more politely. The group made their way off to a dwarven temple, to the mother of all dwarves, and upon getting there, to just, pick up a pair of wedding rings and head home. Nothing hard, nothing too crazy. They found out that the dwarven temple had been overrun and taken by a group of Duragar, as well as a demonic ogre or an Oni. Combat ensued, where magics went wild and secrets were almost revealed. As always, Shed put in quite a good show, slaughtering people, as the rest of the party tried to keep up, but good God, Shed is a machine right now. After collecting the rings and killing all the Duragar, you used the coin given to you by Zareth, your current patron, I guess we can say, and made your way back to his inn. He seemed very thankful and fed you all, promised that there would be more gifts in the future, as he hadn't fully paid you yet for what you had done, but let you head off to your rest inside his tavern and take the night. Each of you, as you headed up, as we're starting to drop into the now time, as you headed up to the rooms, each room had a different carving or set of letters on it to designate whose room was who, and you all found yourselves in very comfortable arrangements. Some rooms were warmer than others because some have a little bit hotter blood. Some rooms were far colder than others because who doesn't like the ice? But after a nice long rest where all your hit points are restored and your spell slots are fulfilled, we pick up with the lot of you getting up around the same time, unless anyone really wants to sleep in, and figuring out what you had planned from there as you start to head down to the main bar area. When you get down to the bar, the area is empty for the most part. Tables are set up. The long bar is cleaned, and the back is completely stocked, but nobody's there. What you doing?
I mean, if it's stocked, then I guess I'm gonna look for some food because it's breakfast time.
Okay. It takes a little while. Roll an investigation check for me, actually. This would be fun.
Okay, 1 second. Boom.
So you head up behind the bar, and there's a bunch of bottles back there, as well as under the bar itself, there's a bunch of like metal trays that the food was served on last night. You looking around to see if there's a way, or if there's like a kitchen or anything, and you pick up and pull out one of the trays to go collect some stuff. And as you set it up on the bar and lean up, the tray is just suddenly covered in food.
Whoa.
Is it everybody downstairs? Because I'll be like, I made breakfast!
I start coming down the stairs, rolling my eyes. I see the pile of food there. Did you cook all this? And I fly down and start eating anything.
Totally made your favorite meat. It's great. Totally did all of this.
I don't think Rash believes her. Rash is down here as well already.
That's fine. We're spooking shed.
Your spook.
What?
Like at a game, can you hear her chatting?
No.
No.
Nope.
Not at all.
Technical difficulties.
Alright, we're gonna figure that out, but I think we're eating.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, I guess.
Luke is also filling pockets with food.
Okay. It's not difficult. There's bread rolls, there's sausages, there's all sorts of things that can be kept as long-term rations. And based on the amount of pockets that Spook has, probably gets an extra 2 weeks worth of rations if they really start squirreling away.
So much food.
After about 30 minutes or so of eating and just kind of relaxing, looking around the bar, and it is a beautiful view out the windows of this tavern, as it looks like just starry skies as far as you can see. There's no landscape nearby, it's just stars. But eventually one of the back doors opens up, and there's a wave of heat that comes in through the door as the proprietor steps in wearing his full suit, hair slicked back, smiling at all of you. He closes the door as he enters, and the temperature drops back to its normal comfort, and he says, "Oh, looks like you've all gotten up. Wonderful. Have you made plans? I'm more than willing to drop you off whenever you're ready."
No. Laura made us breakfast. Would you like to have some?
Oh, did she?
Nom.
He gives
It's really good.
Alara a knowing smile and walks over and picks up some food. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it.
No problem. I give him a thumbs up.
Oh, yes, and while I'm still thinking about it, let me, and he sets down a small set of bags on the table. I thought this would be a nice little bonus for what you did yesterday. If you want to take these, also do keep, and he puts down a little stack of platinum pieces next to the bags. Keep one of these on each of you, just so if you ever meet one of my other associates, they know that you're with me.
So this is strictly as like a business card, not as money.
I'd recommend it as a business card style thing, yes. Most people who aren't in my employ aren't going to see the actual worth of the item.
You said there's multiple bags?
Yep, there are 5 little sacks.
I guess I'm gonna pick one up and look into it.
It's fairly heavy, and as you lift it up, you see that there's about 150 gold in coin in there.
Yeah, Brash is doing the same.
That should be
I'll
enough to
pick
keep
up-
each of you happy and well fed for, well, I mean, as long as you don't go and blow it all in one time, you could probably last a couple of years. Some of those with the shorter lifespans might even be able to last the rest of your life off of just that.
Seeing as Spook is so invested in pocketing food, I'm going to distribute out the rest of the bags and give him 2, one of them being Bird Boys.
Spook says thank you.
Hey, he said that we all get one.
Yeah, and it's still yours. Just Spook's gonna look after it for you. That way, when you're flying around, you don't drop it or anything like that.
It would weigh you down.
It is very, very heavy.
It looks pretty light.
Your eyes are deceiving you.
I'm gonna pat him on the head and be like, "It's okay."
Were all the bags the same?
Yes.
Okay. I continue eating.
All right. Yeah, it continues forward quietly as everybody eats the rest of their fill, finishes up. Zareth does eat. He seems relaxed, looking around, watching all of you. Occasionally, he just stares out the window for a bit.
What's the plan here, y'all?
We were gonna go back to the dwarf place with the sword and take credit.
Well, I'm curious, did your wife like her ring back?
Yes, yeah. She was very happy. Might have been a little annoyed that I had borrowed it from her in the first place. So I believe I am good at a standard neutral again.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yes, she'll be around and about probably later. It is still early for her.
What is your wife's name?
Val?
About what the plan is. I'm totally cool with doing whatever everybody else wants, but I also am quite worried about my mother. It's been 7 years, so that's something I'd like to go check up on.
Then we should join you.
Where is everyone's family? Do we even know?
I personally have no idea. She moves around quite often.
And it's been 7 years.
Yep.
So do we know how to get in contact with her then?
I have no clue. But I mean, it's something to put on the to-do list.
Then on the to-do list it is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
It works! Yay! Yeah, Spook is all about helping out the lady. But also getting the reward from the dwarven people.
Yeah, we can totally do that first. I'm just would like to put checking up on family on the list for anybody who wants to do that.
I'm Alara and I have a family.
Did you say that as Spook?
Spook just, Shed comes over and is just, oh, Spook's been through a lot. Just it's a sensitive topic. That's great food.
Thanks. I'm gonna go and wash up now, and I'm gonna go clean up some dishes somewhere if I can find them.
Spook silently kicks himself.
I think we should go get this reward thing. It sounds like we'll be important people, and it sounds like it might get us to important places. Sounds important.
I'm gonna go help Alara with the dishes.
I agree with Shed.
I'm gonna sneak you extra food that I have totally cooked.
So as you collect some of the dishes, you look around and there's no real obvious direction to a kitchen, except for the door that possibly the door that Zareth came in through. So you head over and you open that door, and there's a wave of heat again as you see a rough stone passageway that goes down. It's a rough stone tunnel actually that goes down and down out of sight with a deep red glow at the far end around one of the corners.
I'm gonna nod at that and quickly close the door back.
Well then, if you're all ready to head out and you've got all your things collected, I can make you a door and release you back out onto the world. Is that amenable to everybody?
Yeah.
If everyone is ready.
To the dwarfs.
Or as close as I can put you. And he walks over to where the doorway was and taps a knuckle on it, and you just see pressing up out of the wood more door frame just kind of erupts out for a moment, and he gestures. Just mind the step on the way down.
I will mind the step on the way down.
Okay.
Rash kind of trips a little bit.
You open the door, and it's a bright light that comes in through the door. And as you step out, there's the first step is very unstable. It actually dips and bends a lot with your weight. And then you make your way down onto a dirt road in the middle of a small town. As each of you comes clambering out, looking around, your eyes are still adjusting to the sudden sunlight. You hear people in all directions, walking, getting their days done. There's deep red wooden buildings up and down this dirt street, as well as a little ways away another proper tavern or tap room. Once you've all walked through the door, you just hear well, good luck, and I'll see you when I see you, as the door closes, and you look back and you just stepped out of what looks like a small wagon, a barrel covered wagon.
Vrash looks at Finkus and is just like, told you we wouldn't get put back where we left.
That's not very nice. Why don't you just leave him be?
We could have ended up anywhere.
I'm trying to teach him.
Well, it's better than staying somewhere where we could have been surrounded and killed.
Anywho, which direction should we go? Should we ask somebody? I don't even know where we are.
I'll look up. What do I see anything?
You look up and you see the sky. It's a clear blue day. There's a couple dozen people walking about. Different mix of humans, elves, several dwarves. A little ways away, you actually catch sight of a massive figure, nearly as big as the Oni that you had recently fought, walking down the street towards you, pack over the shoulder, long brown curly hair and beard, and very determined dark eyes, looking past the lot of you on their way, which you assume is south, out of the city or out of the town.
Did he have a look of recognition as he looked at us?
He gave you all a quick glance, but no.
Does any of this seem familiar to anyone?
It's all new to me.
I'll let you guys roll a history check.
It's kind of new to me.
So Spook, Spook and Finkus,
I kind of remember this place.
you actually came through
I think
here.
we were here.
Oh. I mean, I guess some of the dwarves look familiar.
Remember, this is where I lost you that one time, and then I found you again.
Hey.
Is that a common
That's
occurrence?
right.
That's every town.
Every new town.
You recognize it as being the town of Red Larch. You're about 4 or 5 months outside of Waterdeep on the north side. This is the Sarin Valley is the closest major landmark to this town. And looking around, Spook, you would remember that there is a predominant All Shrine in this town that you had stopped in on.
What kind of shrine was that?
It was an All Shrine. It is a temple to all the gods.
Well, I think that should be our first stop again.
Worked out good for us last time.
Shed wants to go find like a leather working place, if there is one in town.
Okay.
I will not abandon my dragonborn brother.
Who has the sword, by the way?
It was a great axe.
Oh, great axe. Who has the great axe?
Thought it was Shed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
If we're going shopping, I'm gonna be on the lookout for health potions.
I just want to keep an eye out and see if anyone's like looking at Shed or the axe more specifically.
Roll an insight check as you guys are starting to walk. Are you moving as a party or are you splitting up?
I'm following the direction Shed just went in because I'm assuming we're going shopping.
I'm staying with Shed.
I think Spook is splitting off to go give praises for being rescued.
Okay. So then we will start with the major part of the party. Finkus, you're not noticing anybody really looking at the group more so than anyone else would when there's two large dragon folk and a tiny little bird man.
Checks out.
Shed, I'll let you do, or actually, Shed and Alara, give me an investigation check or a perception check, looking for the right shops. So starting your way into the town, and you heading up from the south road further into town, you see one shop nearby labeled Valvo's Sundries. And it looks more like just a wooden shed with a peeled painted sign on the side of it, and there's 5 large barrels sitting out in front.
I'm just
Do you
gonna
like
glance
some
at
shit?
Shed. Be like, point.
This looks like a fine, upstanding establishment. Let's go peruse its wares.
Okay.
You walk forward, and as you get to the door, you see that there's a symbol carved into the wood. A triangle with a line up halfway through the middle of it. And as you reach for the door handle, the door is locked.
Can I do, I don't know, insider investigation on the symbol? Or history or whatever you want me to roll. Can I do a check on the symbol?
Give me either history or arcana.
Oh, this is bullshit. Okay.
The
It's
symbol
probably just closed.
looks similar to an old archaic symbol for stone.
And it's a wooden door?
It's a wooden door.
Okay, well, I'm assuming. I mean, I guess I'll just tell them that this is a symbol that stands for stone? Not sure if that means that they deal with stone. We have to do something with stone to go in. I don't know.
It just makes the door like stone, so we can't open it because it's closed.
Okay, then.
I would like to. This is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock on the door. A moment or two passes, and you hear somebody walk up to the other side of the door, and you hear the sound of curtains being drawn to the side, but there's no windows on this building. Then
Huh.
nothing.
Well, I will take my money elsewhere.
Fuck it. I'm gonna just call out, hello? I'm not sure what kind of store this is, but we were looking to buy some stuff.
Is this even a store?
I have no idea.
Is this someone's house?
Dude, it has a name on it. It has a sign outside. Peeled sign, but a sign nonetheless.
Was this the only like thing that looked like a shop that we found?
This was just the closest one.
Oh, okay. So we picked like the closest parking spot. Got it.
Pretty
We should
much.
probably go find a more legit place.
Do I hear anything from my call out to the possible people inside?
As you call out, all four of the barrels that have been set side by side, 2 on one side of the door, 2 on the other, shake a little bit and then stop.
Okay, I'm
They-
gonna slowly back up. So,
Yeah, let's just go somewhere else.
Yeah, another shop. Another shop.
Another shot.
So,
Yeah,
pushing away, you start walking through town, and there are places to buy carts. There's places to get weapons and supplies. There's one shop labeled Galekers that just has a clutter of knickknacks and random items sitting out in front of it.
I would definitely like to go there.
There's you do see what looks like a small tannery, as well as just next to the shrine that Spook walked into is a full tavern. But okay, so Alara walks towards Galekers.
I'm gonna fly towards the shrine.
Okay.
Just to go beg Spook for some money.
Wait,
Shed,
you
are we
guys have-
staying with Alara or are we?
You gave it all to Spook.
You should have still had some on you. I have some gold you can have.
I need my gold though.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have your rations. I'll give you a couple pieces of your own gold.
A couple pieces.
A couple pieces.
Come on, Spook. I need more. There's so
What do you
much
need?
stuff.
You have so much stuff. This is why we got in this situation.
I want a hat.
That should
A
not cost you more
really-
than this many gold.
A really nice hat.
You don't need a nice hat.
But everyone else is getting cool stuff.
No one's even bought anything yet.
You're not here.
Fair.
I will give you one more gold.
Okay. How much is that? 3 pieces?
Let's go with 5.
Hey. I'll be like, oh boy, and fly off.
Do you come back towards me, where I am?
Yes.
I'm gonna be
Shed,
like,
are we staying with Alara or are we going to the tannery?
I think we'll stick with Alara. We'll kind of be like going through and obviously just like looking around, but I'm just like waiting to get through this store so I can get to the tannery.
When Finkiss comes back, I'll be like, you rushed off so quickly, I forgot to tell you I was gonna split the gold from the pirate ship back from 7 years ago. And I hand him 3 pieces of gold.
Oh, thank you.
So now you have 8, bro.
I have 8 gold. I'm gonna find such a nice hat.
Okay. What do I see in this knick-knack shop?
So you push open the door and the bell chimes, and as you walk in, the inside of this shop is even more cluttered than the outside. There are knickknacks, items, there's all sorts of junk just stacked to the point where they have little rows like canyons carved through the shop to get from one side to the other. Except for this one 10-foot by 10-foot square in the center of the shop where it's been raised up slightly and there is a small barber's chair sitting there. In the chair is a fairly well-dressed man with a short black mustache and slicked back black hair, playing with a barber's razor until he sees all of you walking forward, where he clips it away and slides into his pocket and hops up and says, "Well, hello. How can I help you today?"
I am just so amazed by how many things you have, and I would like to look at every single piece.
Well, that will take you quite a bit of time, but you're more than welcome to do it. I'm Gaelker, by the way. I own this place. I also live here. It's nice and homey. And he looks around fondly at all the random junk he has. You need help finding something that you have specifically in mind. I probably know where it is, or at least where it was.
I'm gonna just say that Alara's in heaven, and this is like the dream for her. So I'm gonna get lost in the rows of shit.
It is a thrift shop nightmare.
Yes.
So you start going through. You see all sorts of things like little stuffed toy dolls. There's a bin full of random miscellaneous weapons, like just short swords, long swords, all just stacked in there, haphazardly placed like umbrellas in a bucket.
Do I see any weird musical instruments?
Definitely. There are drums, there's flutes, there's one violin that looks like it's some type of elk horn that's been softened, bent, and then rehardened. Or sorry, not violin, harp. It's a harp.
I'm gonna turn towards the rest of the people and be like, I need someone to restrain me.
Okay. Brash just like kind of picks her up.
I'm going to buy all the things if we don't leave right now. Is there any health potions here?
If you want health potions, I keep those behind the counter in a little box.
Cool, yeah. I'd like some health potions.
Let's see. He goes back, and as he pulls down a box, you do hear the sound of glass bumping in on each other. It looks like I have right now 3 minor health potions and 2 lesser health potions.
What's the difference? I forget off the top of my head.
The minor are the smaller ones.
Okay.
So minor health potions look kind of like a nail paint vial. They're about that size. The lessers are about a test tube sized vial.
Okay. I'll buy 2 of the lesser and 1 minor. Unless someone else wants to buy something. Like, buy one of them.
While she's buying that, Shed wants to go up to Alara and kind of whisper in her ear, "You're allowed to get one random item as well."
Oh my god, how much is the harp thing?
Brash just gives Shed the side eye.
I whispered.
And it was suspicious. You whispered to her and she got excited. What just happened?
No, I'm actually I'm proficient in whispering.
Are you now? Anywho, I'm gonna just turn to Galgurk. How do you say his name?
Gaelker.
Gaelker. I'm really bad with names. I'm so sorry. I'll take 2 of the lesser potions, 1 of the minor, and then can you please tell me how much that cool harp thing is?
He leans in conspiratorially and says, well, if you want the harp, it's 7 gold. The lesser health potions are 25 gold apiece, and the minor health potions are 5. So, altogether, you'd be looking at about 63 gold pieces.
Done. I hand it to him.
Wonderful. He leans back, picking up the gold and drops it into a small box behind the counter. Anything else I can help you find? Anything else that you're looking for? Any types of wishes or dreads you want to bumble upon?
Wait, what?
No.
What? dreads? Like hair?
Oh no, like some people do enjoy. Oh, you're not here for that. I thought since you were going straight for the potions, you were also interested in other apothecarian delights. Having a happy night or a terrifying one. It is odd, but some people do like to have nightmares. Says it keeps them on their toes. So I occasionally sell nightmares. It's just a little
Sell nightmares.
it's a little concoction I've made.
That's very interesting.
How do you make nightmares?
Well, if I told you how I did it, then you'd start doing it and I would run out of business. But it's just a couple of different herbs that play on the mind while you sleep. You do have to make sure you have a strong stomach for it, because you may wake up and just vomit all over the place. But, you know, some people like to be in pain. I don't judge.
And you just drink it like a potion and then later you just fall asleep? Or it works instantly?
It depends on how strong you want it. For you, I'd probably do a teaspoon, and you'd probably have a week's worth of nightmares.
A week's worth? That is terrifying.
That's the point.
Hypothetically, how similar does this look to like other potions?
He leans back forward, smiling. Well, hypothetically, I can make it look like any potion, but there is an additional charge.
How much for a month's worth?
A month's worth of nightmare.
I think at this point, Alara has her harp and is just completely ignoring this nonsense.
You're over in the corner tuning it. You found a couple of new strings in one of the bins, and you like held them up, and he just smiled and gave you a thumbs up and gestured away.
I'm definitely not proficient in it, so it's not going very well in tuning it.
A month's worth of nightmares for somebody your size, though. Ooh.
Normal size.
We'd have to hold off on the silver route, because that always plays poorly with draconics.
Think normal size, like human size.
Well, that would imply that you intend to be giving this to somebody who isn't yourself, forcing nightmares upon another poor soul. I will not do something like that. That would be absolutely terrible, and an additional charge.
Just tell me how much it is.
Month's worth of nightmares costs 122 gold.
Half a month. How much is that?
It would be half of 122 gold. So we'll say 56 gold. I'll be kind about it. A little discount. How about that?
Rash hands in the money.
He takes the money. He smiles. Steps away. Walks down one of the aisles, and out of sight, you hear a couple of things fall over. There's a little bit of a clatter. You hear a little ways from the back, oh shit, I didn't want to break that. And then coming back from a different aisle, Yelker returns with it's a chunky looking vial. It's about the size of a snow globe with a long spout, and it's been wax closed with black wax. He says, now if you were to down that entire thing, it would just be a month's worth of nightmares. You would also have heart palpitations. You might have a couple of daytime hallucinations. Otherwise, you can always spoon it out in small doses if you want to mess with yourself over a longer period of time, or if you're just looking to have one bad night. at a time. Again, I didn't sell this to you. And if you start claiming I did, well, then we will not be doing business ever again.
Fair.
Wonderful. Anything else anyone was looking for?
Do you have any other cool potions?
I have potions that can turn you into a gas, and you can fly through a wall. I have potions that will make you see the gods. I have potions that will lay you out on your ass, and you will wake up 2 weeks later feeling relaxed and not remember what you'd been doing.
Okay, what about that whole seeing the gods thing?
For you and your size, 15 gold, 1 use.
Someone
don't think
his
that-
size, and I'll point at Sheed.
His size. 1 use. He walks up to Sheed and pokes him. Oh, you are quite muscular. Wow. Hello.
Hey there.
We'll say an even 100 gold.
Rash like starts walking outside to do some push-ups.
I'm gonna walk over to Finkus and be like, don't forget you wanted to buy a really cool hat.
Oh.
So
Do you do trades?
he gestures to the room. Of course I do trades. How do you think I got most of this? I started with money. Money's useless. Things are where it's at.
So I have 8 sets of these amazing bracelets.
What?
And I have 30 gold.
He picks up one of the bracelets and looks it over. Are these dwarven make?
Yeah.
Interesting. You don't see stuff like this outside the Vale that often.
And I'd like as much as I can get with all this.
Oh my lord.
Very well. And he takes all the bracelets and he takes your gold. And just walks off again. A couple minutes later, he comes back with a sky blue potion with a slight pearlescence to it. For if you plan on taking this little one, I highly recommend small doses, or you'll see the gods once and they'll never leave. Also, here's a little weed just to keep it going. This is Thistle Bloom. Stick it in a pipe, smoke it. You'll have a good afternoon.
Oh,
Alara is
wow.
wearing earmuffs now. I don't like any of. You're a
You start playing
child.
louder.
What is even happening?
so I have a potion that'll let you see the gods and some weed.
That's nice.
Roll an insight check. Yeah, let's go with that.
Who?
Finkus, this is all just stuff to get you really fucking high.
Oh my god.
Like, see the gods is in terminology of like you're gonna get couch lock off of this.
Hey Finkus, do you need help carrying that stuff? I have a really great satchel I can put that in so it's super safe.
Well, that's okay. I have a really big backpack.
Are you sure that backpack looks really full?
I can throw some stuff away. Here, how much can I get for this hooded lantern?
Oh my god.
3 gold.
This
Deal.
satchel's turned into
He hands you back 3 gold, takes the lantern. He hangs it next to about 16 other different types of lanterns.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we should head out now. Come on, little buddy. Let's go.
All right, so as Alara drags Finkus and Shid out of the Gale Curse, Spook, you walk into the All Shrine, one of the few, if not only, fully stone buildings in the city, or in the town of Red Larch. Mainly because you know the city of Red Larch is named such because of the red trees, the redwood trees that grow around it, and that most of the town is made out of, which is why they all have that deep red hue to them. Walking in, you see the shrine is very similar to the last time you were here. There's multiple pews that sit around the walls. Each wall, every about 10 feet, is dedicated to a different god, with their shrine, a priest somewhere nearby, different items of power and prayer. You also do remember, because last time you were in here or through here, there is sleeping quarters for those of faith. Those who practice religion are welcome to stay in the back, and you had been offered a room last time you were here. There's quite a few people walking around as well.
Well, Spook's gonna take some time just with himself and whichever god is closest to his. It's unlikely that his is here. Is his here?
Yes.
Ilmater?
There is a shrine. It's about halfway back on the right side, with a man kneeling, a statue of a man kneeling with a red sash wrapped around him.
Well, Spook's gonna spend some time here, and also keep his other eye open for anyone that's looking or watching or acting suspicious. Spook's like that.
Okay, roll an insight check. Looking around, there is one individual who seems to keep close. You feel like you're being listened to.
All right, I'll wrap things up with my deity, and I'll just walk straight towards this person. What do they look like?
This is human, male, about your age, most likely, or at least how old you think you are. Blonde hair, light blue eyes. You see that he's wearing white robes with a gold trim, though they are a little worn. Definitely a traveler. Palorian symbol around his neck. Had a book in hand that he was just kind of casually leaning against a wall reading. As you walk forward, he looks up from the book and half closes it and says, hello, is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm new in town. Just showed up a couple hours ago, maybe an hour ago, and I was hoping you could point me to the best restaurant in town.
He closes the book and smiles at you. Well, I'm also somewhat new to town, though the 2 best places to eat I've found so far, the Swinging Sword next door, as well as the Helm's Head across the street from it. Both are very good. Otherwise, if you're looking to grab some food, I think there's like a smokehouse somewhere in the town. I always smell it. I just haven't really been able to find it. My name is Brother Irden, by the way, and he holds out a hand.
Spook looks at it suspiciously and then shakes it. My name's Spook.
Pleasure to meet you, Spook. I mean, if you'd like, I could take you over to the Swinging Sword. Hear about what brings you to town.
I'd love to.
He smiles and pockets the book. He waves to one of the other priests who walks over really quick, and he says, Father, if I could head out a little earlier today. And the older priest, this man, shaved head, very severe looking features, looks Brother Irden up and down, says, "Aye, very well. If you must go out early today, then we'll hold it down." And, Irden smiles and says, "Wonderful," and leads you out. So, what brings you to the wild north? Are you heading further towards the dale or down towards the cities?
Spook will give the answer that's correct. Which one am I heading towards?
I don't know. Do you plan on heading back towards Waterdeep or off into the wilds into Icewind Dale or beyond?
Well, we have some business here with the dwarves. And then we'll be searching for some family of our party members.
Oh, that's always a difficult. Lost family. If you were looking for the dwarves, the quarry is north side of the town. They're digging deeper and deeper like dwarves do. Ah, here we go. And he holds open the door to the tavern for you.
We both enter.
All right. It is a large tavern. The main floor is probably about 60, 70 feet long. Decent amount of people, though it is midday. Most of the tables are empty. There's one woman behind the counter of the bar handing out drinks, though at the moment she looks to be writing something in a large ledger of some sort. Brother Irden walks right up to her and says, as I have to remember, he says, "Oh, Kaylee, looking for lunch for me and my friend here, if you don't mind." And the woman looks up. She's probably in her mid to late 20s, fairly young for someone who would be possibly, or somebody who looks like they own this restaurant or this tavern. Brown hair that's tied in a tight bun. She smiles up and says, yes, food and drinks. Oh, you're new. You looking for a room as well?
Not quite yet. I've got a party with me, and we'll see what happens.
Well, keep me in mind. And she walks off to gather stuff.
Spook blushes.
Irden smiles at you and says, "So, not really sure where you're going, but wandering through town? I get that. I'm also kind of without path right now, trying to figure it out."
Where did you say you came from?
I'm from far, far up north. 10 towns.
Does that sound familiar to Spook?
You do know of the 10 towns. It's up in the Dale, in Icewind Dale. Very inhospitable area. Most people only live there because they're mad, or they have to.
And did your Pelorian house send you down here? Who let you out?
Well, I did have to fight my way out a little bit, yes. I just felt the need to travel, and it was such a strong feeling that it must have been Pelor. But the further down I went, the more people I helped. Just ended up spending more time in Red Larch than I really planned to. I had kind of just decided to stop through, but you know, things happen. One person has an issue and you help them out, and then another person does, and you just keep helping until you're able to move on, I guess.
Spook is suspicious, but he's not going to let it show on his face. Is he telling the truth?
Roll an insight check. As far as you can tell, yeah. He seems pretty genuine. It's a little weird for you because he doesn't seem to really hide anything.
Yeah, Spook's rather creeped out by this guy. Used to the shadier folk. None of the sun god stuff.
Yeah, eventually your food shows up and the two of you eat. There's a little bit more small talk, but we will get back to that in a little bit as we jump back to the rest of the party. Where are all of you headed?
I still want to go to that tannery.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out for a really nice hat.
I have a quick question. Finkus, did you put those items into your bag?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to roll sleight of hand to try and take them from him.
Okay.
No.
Finkus, what is your passive perception?
Probably
13.
higher than that.
13? So Alara gets up next to you and you come up to like maybe mid-hip on her, but she kind of leans over and as she does, as like, you know, travel bags and whatnot tend to do when you lean in one direction, it overbalances her a bit and she bumps you with her hand that runs down your back. And Alara, you get a handful of feathers.
Okay.
I start flying. Slightly creeped out.
Grab some bird butt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just face palm and keep following the other two.
Did we see that?
If you have a passive perception above a 7, then yes.
What are you doing to the child?
Let's not talk about it, guys. Just keep going.
I'm a little concerned.
Maybe keep her away from me for a bit. Kind of creepy.
But you do see there's a tannery nearby. Lurith's Tannery. Also, as you're walking, you see what looks like a bathhouse. And where did it go? There is also a a tailor shop.
I mean, I don't know if we need to roleplay this whole thing. I want to find a really nice wallet to put this business card in that I have.
Okay, something to hold the coin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to, just for the sake of brevity, rush through that. Talking to the owner, another human, light skin, goes by the name of Olhor. Wow, that's a great name. Olhor. It costs you about 15 silver or a gold and a half to get this little wallet made.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
And for my aesthetics, I just want like the flyer hat, you know, with the goggles and everything.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking at about 7 silver for an aviation hat.
Easily paid for with my 11 gold I have.
Okay.
Maybe a secret pouch too, because people's trying to take stuff from me now.
A secret pouch on your bag or a secret pouch on the hat?
Inside the hat.
Okay. So to add a little weed pouch to the hat, uh, is just gonna be an extra silver, we'll say.
Fun.
All right. Where are y'all headed after that?
That's all the shopping I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go group up.
So we'll say at this point, all of you are heading back down towards the center of town, and from a ways away, you saw Spook walking with another man about his age into the Swinging Sword Tavern.
Shall we join Spook?
Yeah.
Are they having some alone time?
I fly straight to Spook and slam into him.
Okay. So Brother Irden kind of sits up, looking from his food for a sec as he sees the small little bird person just like headbutt Spook mid like drink. Ale goes all over the place.
This is my talking pet bird.
Oh,
Hey Spook, look at my hat. Isn't it so cool? It's great, isn't it?
Yep, packs quite the punch there, Finkus. Spook angrily rubs his side. Melodramatically rubs his side.
Brother Irden leans forward and says, "Here," and sets a glowing hand on your shoulder, and all pain goes away for a moment.
Oh, Spook is real creeped out by that.
Who's this guy?
Oh, hello, Brother Irden.
Oh, Brother Iridan. I'm Finkus.
Nice to meet you, Finkus.
Oh, what was that you just did?
A basic cure spell.
Ooh,
I am.
that looks different than mine.
Oh, do you have healing abilities as well?
I will cure wounds on him, and mine looks completely different.
Brother Iridan here is a priest of the light. You know, those bright people.
Oh, bright people. That's not bad. That's actually pretty cool.
Spook looks weirded out by this.
Oh, I didn't realize I was stepping on toes. My apologies.
No, we just prefer things a little less exciting at my church.
Well, I
think
can't
I'm
fault you
walking
for
in
that.
at this point.
Yes, the rest of you eventually get in. And you do see where Spook and Finkus are sitting just a little ways off from the bar with this blonde human man. You do also notice that the one who was running the bar is making their way over to the table as well, as she gets there and says, "Oh no, spilled drink. Would you like me to replace it?"
Spook's gonna blush and say, if it's not too much trouble."
No worries, dear. And she leans down and brushes some of the spilled ale off of your front with one of her rags. "I'll get that right away." She heads back.
Rash nudges Alara.
Alara is still moping from the whole events of today. First, Spook being mean to her this morning, and then also everybody now thinking she felt up bird bull. So she does not notice.
Spook's gonna make sure she has a seat. He'll pull one out for her.
Oh, so the rest of the party,
Rash
I'm assuming.
takes her seat.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Rash took the seat that Spook pulled out.
I think Alara's just gonna nod and then go and find a chair and pull it up.
Thank you, kind boy.
Mutter, mutter, mutter.
I'm gonna assume that Spook definitely pulled that seat out for Varash.
I don't think Spook has ever turned this shade of purple before.
Oh, you are all quite fun. Well then,
You need some healing. You're quite discolored.
Fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll introduce the brother to the crowd, everyone in turn, and I'll tell them that he's also new in town, but he's been here longer than we have, so he knows all of the new in town things that we don't know. And he knows the dwarves are to the north, and they're underground, and we haven't gotten quite there yet. So why are the dwarves underground, and what are they digging towards?
they're digging towards gems for the most part, as far as I can tell. You'll probably see a decent lot of them in here tonight once the bells ring. But though I'll probably be heading out around that same time. Have to, watch the sunset. One of the best times to pray. But yes, they gems, jewels. They have their own little mine that they started. Yeah, pretty straightforward dwarven stuff, I guess. I haven't been able to spend much time with them though. We kind of hold different hours.
Do you know much about that shrine on the hill that the dwarves have?
Shrine on the hill.
Yes, to the dwarven mother.
Not one nearby that I know of. Should I?
Did anyone think to get a map? That could have been really useful.
Nope.
You're wandering the Desarin Valley and you don't have a map?
Told you we were new.
Yeah, no, we need a map. Do you know where we can get a map around here?
When I stopped through, I asked, and he points to the bar, I asked Kaylee for help. She knows just about everything that goes on in this area. As far as I can tell, she's been here quite a bit of time.
We'll have to do that then.
I can fly her down for you if you'd like. The sun is starting to head down, so I probably should start heading back to the actual shrine.
I'll ask anyone in the group, really. Do we know where we're staying tonight?
I mean,
Nope.
we could stay here.
How late is it at this point?
You probably have like a half hour or so till sunset.
Oh, we did a lot of shopping. Wow.
You guys kind of walked the entire city, to be honest.
Alara's just mopingly, like, plucking at her new harp.
Well, here, let me leave you all to your business. It was an absolute pleasure, everybody. Here, and he puts down a little stack of gold for the meal.
You're very kind.
Thank you.
Yes. And he looks to Spook. If you do need residence, all clerics have a place to stay at the All Shrine. I can talk with Father Agafard.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Take care. And he smiles and walks out.
He seemed nice.
Just too nice. Those sun clerics. Spook shakes his head.
I'm gonna pluck a couple feathers and slide them towards Alara, just under the table, you know?
I am not going to accept those
I'm
in slightly.
just gonna whisper. I'm just gonna whisper too. If you wanted some feathers, you could have just asked. I have a lot.
She's just gonna shake her head and turn away from him.
I'll slip them in her bag.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Jeez.
What's your passive perception, Alara?
It's 14.
You see this happening.
I'm gonna just ignore it.
All right. So, as you're all sitting there, the sun is starting to set. The place starts to pick up a bit more. The owner walks over and she introduces herself to all of you and takes orders if any of you were looking for food.
Yeah. I'll get something to eat.
All right.
I'll have the special.
She looks at you for a sec and says, "Right, we'll make something specially for you." But
Okay.
I don't think she has a special, or at least you don't think.
Huh.
I'm gonna like wave her down and whisper to her and be like, he wants meat and goat's milk.
she gives a nod. That is procured.
Spook's gonna mutter, or birdseed.
Ooh.
Alara's gonna shake her head at the wages and be like, no.
Owls don't eat birdseed. But as the day's winding down, more people are filtering in, including quite a few dwarves. All of them looking exhausted. Most of them are covered in dirt, soot, or mud. Seemingly didn't care to clean up, but they start going to their own tables and ordering drinks as the place starts to build up and build up.
So what was the plan again?
We saved their shrine, and that's worth something to them. So we're coming for fame and glory.
Before we do that, are we positive that the shrine was nearby enough for them to understand that we saved it?
Oh,
I don't know, does anyone have a map?
well, we have the axe and Zareth said that they would recognize it and that they'd have to believe us because it's blessed, or whoever is blessed by their person, deity, can
but what
wield it
if-
and everyone else can't, or something. I don't know.
That's
And that
confusing.
would be, he said that would be proof enough that we were able to wield it.
He also said that he was gonna put us as close as possible, but we don't know if that's really that close or not.
Yeah. I don't know where we are. We need a map.
Because if we're not super close and they didn't even know there was an attack on the shrine, it could just look like we stole the axe. So,
Or would it?
I mean, I don't know.
Who's got the most charisma?
I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty charismatic.
Must be why I haven't killed you.
I mean, go for it, Finkus. Go ask somebody where stuff is, where we are, how close the shrine is. Why don't you go ask that owner lady?
I think maybe Brash would be better at that than me.
If you would like me to, I can ask.
Then please.
Guess I'm gonna go talk to the owner lady.
Okay, so you get up and head towards the bar. As you get up there, she's writing down again in that large tome and looks up, says, "Oh yes, what can I get you?"
I actually had a question.
Fire away.
Do you know about how far away what was the shrine's name? I can't remember. I'm bad at this. Remembering anything.
I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's okay. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that.
It was the
Moradin,
Shrine of the
Moradin?
Tender Oath.
Oh.
The Shrine of the Tender Oath. You know where that is at?
I believe so, yeah. Over in the Vale.
Do you know about how far away that is from here?
On foot, you're probably looking at like a week or two, maybe 3.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna walk back and tell them.
You just turn and walk away, and she's like, "Okay, bye." But yeah, you make it back to the party.
She said it's about a week's walk on foot.
So, kind of close-ish.
Close enough.
Be closer if we had something to write in. If you think we can get that here.
I mean, are there any other towns in between here and there in the first place?
Probably would need a map for that.
Yeah.
Spook's gonna grab a bunch of beer from the bar, or ale,
Okay.
and take it over to a table at random of dwarves and greet them in Dwarven and pass around the ale and sit himself down and start talking.
Okay, so you go up to the bar to get the ale. As you get there, you realize, or you notice that the owner is in a quiet conversation with a panicked-looking older lady, human, probably in her 60s or 70s, bowed back, wrinkled skin. And she seems very agitated as she's talking with Kaylee.
Shed immediately goes over when he sees this.
Spook's gonna covertly try to listen in.
The older lady's asking, "Now, is the constable in town? I haven't been able to find him, and I'm so very worried. Belle hasn't come back today, and she was supposed to be back hours ago. Do you know how she is? She keeps wandering further and further up the hills into the mountains." And Kaylee says, "Well, she's been gone before for longer times, right?" And the older lady says, "No, this isn't the same. This doesn't feel right. I know something's wrong. The town's been weird for weeks now." Kaylee just frowns at that and doesn't seem to disagree. "Well, as far as I know, the constable did leave town earlier today. He was on his way off to Summit Hill, I think. He's not going to be back for a while." The little old lady just looks more like, she looks like she's spiraling. Do you know of anybody who could, I don't know, possibly find her? Oh God. Hubbard's the only one who's ever brave enough to head up those hills. The amount of things that come out in the forest.
Spook's gonna clear his throat and start to try to look bigger than he actually is, right as Shed comes up behind him to save the day.
Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. My name is Shed. Couldn't happen to feel the aura of distress. How may I be of service?
The little old woman looks shocked at this. I mean, you are a big guy, and she looks from you to Kaylee back to you and says, "Oh, please, sir. My granddaughter hasn't come back to town. She was out on the hills on the north side of town picking flowers, and she's normally back by this time. Is there any way I could get you to go look for her?"
Oh, this sounds like an adventure. Yes, of course. Tell me more.
Well, it's my granddaughter Penelope. She's got long dark hair, fairly fair skin. She's and she gestures towards Kaylee. Her and Kaylee grew up together, and Kaylee chimes in and says, "If you do find her, I'll cover your room and food for a week." And the little lady looks at Kaylee just aghast and says, "Oh, thank you so much. Yes. But she's been heading further up into the hills, and there's been rumors of ghosts up in the hills recently."
I ain't scared of no ghost.
And she takes your hands at this point, which your clawed hands dwarf hers greatly, and she just holds them as tight as she can and says, "If I was still young, I would do it myself, but I can barely make it up the hills. It's just all the walking. Please, as soon as you can. I don't know what might have come of her if she's not found."
Yes, of course. Is there any other details you might have that might help us find her?
She went out in a blue dress today. She normally has a wicker basket with her where she puts all the flowers, and then we sell them in the morning to people on the street. Just for people who are passing by. I own one of the poultry shops in town.
All right, yeah, I think I have enough to get running. I feel like I need to go back to the rest of the party and tell them what I just signed us up for.
Please, as soon as you can. And she sits back down in front of Kaylee, and Kaylee gives you a appreciative smile and a nod as you walk back.
I'll give her a little wink as I walk off.
Spook's gonna awkwardly, like, kind of back away back to the table.
There's that moment where you and Kaylee make eye contact, and she still smiles, but now she's a little confused.
It's okay. Spook's confused too. He walks away.
All right, I'm gonna go sit back at this table with everyone else. Just all right. So guys, okay, here's what happened, and then I want to tell them the whole story.
Do you interrupt me and Vrash having a drinking contest? With me with my goat's milk and Vrash with just a pint of ale or something?
Oh, I'll start telling the story. I'll realize you guys are in the drinking contest, and then I can wait.
Should we have like some kind of roll off to see who drinks more?
Oh my goodness.
Sure. Give me a Constitution saving throws.
Fuck me.
The
And I
ale
have an
here is
18
good.
Constitution too. Like Jesus.
Yeah. The ale is really good. It is thick. It's a
How many
step away
C's
from
thick?
bread. The goat milk goes down smooth.
And easier
Yep.
than ale would.
It's also like a teacup versus a pint. It's proportioned. Anyway,
Yeah, I win. Oh.
Anywho, what's going on?
Well, so there's this adorable old lady who is in desperate need of help, and luckily we are here. This is important. I can feel it.
So, after his story, did we learn her name? The granddaughter's name?
Penelope.
Penelope. Okay.
Oh, I don't know the old lady's name.
Oh no, I wanted the granddaughter's name.
That's a long name. Can we just call her Pell for short? I think that'll get through to her, actually.
I like Lope.
But that's longer than Pell.
Oh my god. Anywho, where did she go picking flowers?
The hills.
let me revise real
hills?
quick because the map I was looking at is dumb and sideways.
Oh, that's nice.
So the direction she says that Penelope went is to the southwest, not the north.
So on the map we're looking at right now, it's down here.
It would be in the direction of the southwest, but it's
Okay, cool.
as far as you can tell outside of town.
Okay. So are we?
So we need to go
Should
find
we-
her, right?
Yeah, we should we leave now?
Into the twilight?
Well, this is like a missing person. We should act as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I'd say we go now.
Spook's out the door.
Okay.
Flying. Following.
All right, so you all head out immediately. A couple people throughout the tavern give you strange looks as you all just excitedly leave. You head out through the town, heading down the long road to the south and out into the wilds.
Anyone need dark vision? I can share.
I have dark vision.
I can't see in the dark.
Would probably
I don't know
need
if you
dark
guys know
vision.
this or not.
What?
I got dark vision.
Are
All
you
right,
saying
if
as
you-
now you don't have any sort of dark vision?
Isn't that silly? I once had a character from the Underdark that didn't have dark vision.
What? Lord.
Fucking yikes.
I'll share dark vision.
Okay.
How do
Hey,
you share dark vision? Is that like a spell?
I'm a Twilight cleric and I have Eyes of the Night. You have up to
Oh.
300 feet dark vision now, up to 3 willing creatures.
hey.
Oh,
Holy
Nice.
I
shit.
understand you're into the Twilight reference now.
How long does that last, by the way?
An hour.
Okay.
So let's get
I-
going.
We'll go fast and
So-
fly around in the air.
So you probably think to hold on to that because there is still some light in the sky.
I will wait until it's dark out.
Yeah. Because you make your way out into out to the south. And let me show you said annoyingly sideways map. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. Oh wow, that's what you guys can see. Cool. So, as you can see by the compass rose, it's pointing off to the right, which bugs me. But you are told to head off in this direction. And each hex is 2 miles. So it's about 4 miles worth of walking before you're past the farms on the south side of the town.
Man, I really hate this awkward silence. I wish someone could play an instrument for us while we walk.
Definitely still trying to tune that harp, and it's not going well.
I think it sounds beautiful.
She just nods at you.
Is it actually playing music?
Yeah.
There we
If
go.
it could play poorly tuned harp music, that would be great.
Only if it's copyright free, because YouTube and Twitch have those whole things about. All right. So, at a decent pace, you guys make it past the farms in about the hour. And this is when the sun is starting to the sun has set, the sky is red, and you've need to give me 2 people roll me either survival or perception.
I mean, I had decent perception. But
This
not
is
good
when the
survival.
sun has set.
The sun is setting. Like this, the sun is completely out of the sky, but you still have that red glow above.
Natural 20.
All right. So, Shed, from the information that you got off of the woman and everything you understand about the area as you're starting to get more and more accustomed to it, Red Larch is kind of in a little bit of a basin. There are mountains and hills all around it. There's also a massive forest off to the west of the town, though it's far enough away that it doesn't show up on this current map that we have. But past the farms, you do see where you would most likely want to pick flowers. There's a hill nearby that is almost completely covered in different color flowers that are glistening with a little bit of a red glow from the setting sun.
We need to go check out those flowers. She would normally come out here to pick them.
That sounds like the good
Yeah.
direction to go then.
Let it be noted that Spook is out of characteristically happy.
Spook has the joy. So, you
Alara is uncharacteristically mopey.
So a lot of you start moving through the field of flowers, and for most of you, it just comes up to a little past the knees. Finkus, you have to take to the air occasionally, otherwise you're just gonna be covered in pollen and petals, which might not be the worst. I don't know if owls get allergies.
Spook's gonna throw some petals at Finkus every chance he gets.
What are you doing, Spook? Why are you
Enjoy
so
it! It's
happy?
beautiful!
You're not yourself right now.
This is who I am!
Shed, you see that there's definitely a path that people who have come to this hill have taken, where the flowers don't really grow as well. It looks a lot like animal paths, like a deer path that you would find in the woods. And the further up the hill you get, the more trees start to encroach on the field. And then you see a patch where there's no flowers up by the trees. You can't really see it that well from this distance as the light is now gone.
Can't see anything. So dark.
We can head over to that patch.
Spook gets a little more gloomy, but he's still in good spirits.
I mean, I still have dark vision. I'll go over there too.
Okay.
I'm
Hmm.
grabbing on to Spook and following because I'm blind.
I'll carry you.
So at this point, we'll assume the spook used their ability to provide dark vision.
I could do that. Are we feeling like it's about to be an hour of something fun? I don't want to blow my load too early.
Sounds good. Then hold on to it till you see fit. As you all get closer, those of you with dark vision, give me investigation checks.
Investigation. Oh, well, that sucks.
So Shed, you
Can't
lead
believe
the party to a place where the ground has been torn up violently. There's chunks of dirt that have been knocked around. There's deep gouges that cut through the flowers. There's places where a whole basket worth of flowers are just crushed in a circular-ish looking pattern. Spook, you notice among this area there is a small little basket that is half full of flowers that looks to have been trampled. The weave has been shattered. There's crushed flowers set around it. Alara, it's been a
Guys.
bad day.
it has been a bad day. It's all good.
It'll get better though. You think he'll probably get better. It's a nice harp.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, Spook?
Guys, I think I found the basket, but I don't see the girl.
I'm definitely gonna pick up the basket to try and repair it once all of this is over.
Do we see like any obvious like trail going from here potentially?
Based on
torn
your
up
survival
after-
check earlier and the way the gouges are, as well as about 15-30 feet from you, there is a tree heading into the woods that has been clawed on one side, where most of the bark is just missing from the tree, and there's still sap bleeding from it.
Can I do some sort of check to see if I can recognize the like claws, like what could have made the gouges or whatever?
Make a nature check.
Nature. Not great in nature. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's something big.
That checks out.
Shed, what do you think about that?
I think we can take it.
One track mind, Shed. Do you know what it is?
I don't know,
Shed kill.
but I got a feeling tonight's not going to be a good night for this, for that monster.
I'm gonna wiggle out of Spook's arms, be like, let me have a look. I'm pretty familiar with animals.
I'll light a little light for him.
Put my goggles on. I'll cast light on top of my hat so I can see too.
Okay. A little glow of 15-foot candlelight erupts around Finkus. No real source, it's just Finkus is a light.
I'll get down and look at these marks. And I'll guide myself.
Okay, roll a nature check as well.
Yeah, Finkus.
22.
22. Oh, you look at it, you're like, yeah, those are troll claws.
Yeah, I get this. Trolls, guys. Come on. Haven't you seen troll marks before?
Sorry, you said trolls?
Yeah, trolls.
What do you know about trolls? How do we kill them?
What do I know about trolls?
With a 22, you would know that trolls generally hang out in swamps. They can be multiple sizes. They are quite vicious creatures. They don't have any type of reproduction. They actually, the way that trolls work is they have a constant regrowth of their bodies. And the way that new trolls happen is a troll will tear off a limb or something, and the torn limb will grow a new troll, and the original troll will grow a new limb.
I'd say burn it with fire, and this one looks to be pretty big based off these marks. And they like swamps.
Can you tell me about their mating habits?
I don't think they do, mate. They just kind of like they're like starfish.
That's weird.
What's a starfish?
Haven't you ever been to the ocean?
Yes, we all
Not
have.
since the boat.
You remember that place we died once?
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, that
so
place we
we're gonna-
died, there's starfish at the bottom of it.
Are we gonna head in the direction it clearly went?
Shed votes yes.
And
Spook's gonna follow Shed.
Yeah.
which direction did it go?
Oh, right. I guess we'll point since two people don't have dark vision? Finkus and
I mean, I have a light right now. I'm just asking which way did it go.
that way.
Looks like further south west.
We should have. Yeah, probably should have gotten a map before we left.
You know, it's what it is, man. How long does your light last?
I think it lasts an hour.
I probably shouldn't be walking with a light on top of your head to alert everybody that we're nearby.
Yeah, Spook's ready to blow his load now if you want.
Yeah, it lasts 1 hour. But I mean, if what if Pell escapes from these trolls if they even have her? And she would obviously run towards light to find people to help.
That is a
So-
fair assessment.
But so will trolls.
But we have Shed.
Shed, Slayer of Trolls.
Rash just frowns. He's just like, damn.
And Rash is strong too.
It's-
Okay. Well, I was going to try and stealth that direction, but if we have a big light walking around
It's
nearby.
not that big. I mean, I guess if Spook does give me dark vision, I could fly in the sky and just look at stuff in the dark.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be a nice scouting feature. Plus, you can see 300 feet.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Actually, yeah, I'll turn off my light then.
Cool. Then I'm
You now
going
have
to
dark
head
vision.
stealth forward.
And we need to go because it lasts 1 hour.
Rash, you also have dark vision.
Fly, bird boy, fly.
Under the cover of night, I take to the sky
Okay.
with my super vision, keeping a lookout for trolls and kidnapped granddaughters.
As we're going, I'd like to stealth and also try to do insider perception or investigation or something. Try to figure out track, I guess.
Okay. For tracking, it is going to be survival.
Oh, I suck at survival. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, well, would you look at that? I finally rolled good once.
Okay. And Finkus, give me perception.
With advantage, maybe?
Well, why would you be getting advantage?
Because I have dark vision now, and I'm in the air.
So without the dark
Because you
vision, you
rolled
would
a
have been
nat
at
one.
disadvantage. So the dark vision puts you back at naught.
I'd also like to be stealthing. I don't know about anybody else, but I would like to be stealthing.
Okay.
I mean, I can try, but I kind of am gonna have disadvantage with that because I'm in chainmail. It's kind
Same.
of loud.
Spook will stay behind with the noisy boys, but he will also try to stealth.
Okay. Everybody give me a stealth check.
And I'll be stealthy while flying.
Definitely give me a stealth check.
Instead of going flap, 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 you're just like coasting.
Really?
Apparently not. Apparently you're flap, flap, flapping.
Two natural ones.
Noisy boys. Noisy.
Noisy and blind, Finkus. Come on,
So
get it
Finkus-
together.
Finkus just starts
Dice.
flying west and is never seen again. Roll a new
This is
character.
to make up for the fact that you instantly knew it was trolls.
Oh, trolls! I'm leaving.
Brave bird.
But yeah, Finkus, you get up into the air, and the party starts moving into a more heavily wooded area, and you lose sight on them almost immediately.
Oh boy, that's not good. I need to rethink my plan. I'll
The,
start going branch to branch instead.
okay. The rest of you, and Spook, this kind of hits you too. After about 15 or so minutes of walking through the woods, you have no idea where Finkus is.
Oh, the temple's gonna kill me.
Well, you lose him often, so it's okay. He'll show up eventually, right?
He always does, but I always panic.
What should we do?
My vote's on panic.
Well, hopefully we can find him within an hour.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when I found that video and played you a recording of the jaw harp?
Yeah.
Would you say that that sounds like something that could be in nature, like a frog or something?
Hmm. I mean, you
I
can
mean, it has-
definitely try.
Okay, how would you want me to do that?
So give me a performance check.
So you don't want me to click on jaw harp, you want me to click on performance?
Well, you are proficient with the jaw harp, so either would work. Just use your charisma modifier.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna click jaw harp.
Okay.
Well, that sucks.
So you start playing it, and the more you play, it definitely sounds like a little bit of a hillbilly party walking through the woods.
Great. Well, at least hopefully Finkus could try and come to that.
Oh no, bro is. We'll see. But eventually you realize it's going to give you up your location to just about everything because most of the woods have gone quiet since you started playing.
Okay, then I'll stop.
Okay.
Turn to the rest of the party and be like, we can panic now.
About 30 minutes of following the path or following the trail. Nothing. About 45 or so minutes. And there's a little bit of light ahead.
Do we think that's him?
Could definitely be him.
I'm gonna do, since it's been 45 minutes, do you want me a new stealth check since I want to stealth up to it and see what it is?
Yes, please.
Oh, great. 2 9s, let's go.
All right.
No, that's not that bad.
I don't know how Clanky McClankerson is stealthier than me right now.
I have not taken off this armor since I donned it.
Jesus, it smells rank. It smells like a pet turtle's aquarium. Like,
Gross.
Just right for nature.
So the two of you, leaving the rest of the party behind a bit, start to make your way forward. And as you get to probably about 20-30 feet from the fire, you hear voices talking in a low, growling grunt. Looking between the two of them, it is definitely two different sized trolls sitting next to a roughly made fire, though both of them are keeping a decent way back from it. But there is what looks like a split in half boar next to the fire, cooking a little slowly.
Fingus.
Do I see Penelope anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
I've been rolling.
Look for Pell. Look for Pell.
So a little ways away from the two trolls is what looks to be a decently made wooden cage. And there is a figure slumped inside of it. One of the trolls picks up the boar and tears a bit off and says, well, this is alright, but when are we gonna be eating that one? And he gestures towards the cage. And the bigger troll says, we ain't getting to that one till the master says so. He wants her. Well, that's not fair. We went and grabbed her ourselves. Be ours. And the bigger one reaches over and grabs the
Didn't mean to do that.
smaller troll by the throat and lifts it up and says, and he growls something really quietly, and then drops the smaller troll, who shrugs off, and you can see on its neck where a bruise had started to form and a bit of cut from the bigger troll's claws. It's already starting to mend itself. He just grumbles.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak back to the other two.
Oh shit. For all of you. Oh, of course, I can't.
It is black for us too, at least for me.
This is probably how it looks to Finkus right now.
Yeah, probably.
Fingus is dead.
Oh no.
You guys went left and I just went straight right.
Fingus is about to run out of his night sight too. Poor bird.
Really need to figure out.
I'm lost. I'm
I'm
lost.
just gonna do that. Dynamic lighting isn't working for me. I need to figure that out. But that's what you all see.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other two and tell them that I saw a cage with a figure in it.
Okay, roll another stealth check for me.
Un momento. I was not looking at that. 1 second. There.
I think I'm gonna stay put and watch these trolls for a second.
Do we have control of our characters?
Do you not?
I do not.
Okay.
I think it's funny. Y'all try way before I ever do. I'm just like not paying attention to that.
I just noticed that like everyone was behind a bush except me.
So you wanted to be behind a bush?
This is how
I wanna-
shit
I wanna fit
fights
in.
out in the open, like a real warrior.
Where are you? Oh, there we go. There you go. Shed should have control. Book now has control. Laura. Oh, you know, that's probably what it was. Crash, there we go. And off in the corner, hidden away because he's not really here yet. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate what I saw / heard and then ask what they think the plan should be.
Do you think we could outsmart them?
I mean, I have a couple spells, but I mean, I don't know if we should like sneak in or if I should try to use something on them or if we should just go in and swing it. What's everyone's thoughts?
I can try to make him sleepy. I can make it real quiet.
I do have charm person, but does that still work for something like a troll? It says a humanoid you can see within range, but I don't. I mean,
I think
troll
they're
can
larger
talk.
than humanoids, so
DM? Question mark?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking in game. As far as you're aware, roll me a nature check or an
You always
arcana.
do this when I'm not on the screen. Well, they're both only +1, so it doesn't really matter. Oh,
As far as you can tell, trolls do not classify as humanoid.
okay. I mean, in that case, I mean, Spook can make one of them sleepy, and I can use one of my other spells on the other. But I mean, that's just what I don't know what you guys want to do.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely touch Shed and give him advantage on his next initiative roll. Just in case.
Can I go ahead and give Shed Bardic Inspiration too?
You could definitely whisper something. The inspiration lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, well then I'll hold off. That's fine.
And smash.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn to Shed and be like, do you want to charge in? Do you want to try to be sneaky?
Let's start with trying to make one sleep, I think. Because if we can put one down, we might be able to take out the other.
Can I look around to make sure that there's like not any, like just look through the woods to see if there's any more trolls or anything?
Roll a perception check.
That's gonna be a no.
You're looking at the two trolls and you're remembering the Oni you just fought, and you're just like, God damn, just a bunch of big uns.
I definitely think you should go for the bigger boy, Spook, trying to make that one go to sleep.
I mean, that would be the best thing.
Definitely, no, you know what? I take that back. Go for the small one, for sure.
Really?
No. Okay, cool. Then, if you're gonna try and put one to sleep, I'll try and... I guess I'll just use Phantasmal Force on the other one. So at least it's getting damage done to it. Hopefully. Is that the plan?
I like this plan.
Okay, cool.
I should probably try to get closer so I can run in, so we can time this well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to get closer anyways. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach from where I am. So, okay. Moving on in.
I'm gonna
I have
stealthily
no
move
idea
up.
what the plan is, just saying. I'm not near you guys. I have no idea what the plan is, I'm just saying.
That's fine. Once we come in and do shit, you'll act.
All right. So those of you who are moving forward, give me a stealth check.
I feel okay about that.
So,
Same.
move yourselves to where you want to be positioned.
How far do I need to be for? Oh, it's 60 feet. I'm gonna be over here.
Hey, what's going on?
We're gonna do shit. No, I'll point at the big one. Big troll.
Big
Okay,
monster.
Sorry, I point at the smaller one. That was me in real life, not being dumber than my character.
I guess we're both going. I guess as soon as I see Spook try to cast a spell, I'm going to cast my spell.
Okay. Well then, let me get from all of you initiative.
I just get my click token, choose that turn. Is that how you do it?
So click your token and then roll initiative in your character sheet. Yep.
Okay, cool. I did it right. Every time we do this, I feel like I forget.
Do you want me to do this or wait?
No, give me initiative, but things aren't gonna happen until things happen.
I messed up. I wasn't in the right mode and it didn't click him. But I got a natty one.
Oh, that's so nice.
Batty natty one.
Yeah, I forgot to click my character token first. So now I have an 8 instead of a 20.
No, I can set you to the 20. That's easy.
That's fine. Okay.
Spook, I'm just gonna leave you on a 0 though, because
Because it doesn't matter.
Pretty much. All right. So as you're all standing behind the trees, waiting. We're gonna start at the top with Alara. What do you do?
Oh, well, my initial thing was waiting till Shed tried to put Big Boy asleep. I'm not Shed, Spook, sorry.
Okay, so if that's gonna be what initiates everything, then Spook, you somehow get to go first.
Hey, surprise round. I mean, come on.
Yep.
All right, I'll forget where I am for at least, 16 seconds. And then I will cast Sleep at a level 2 spell slot on Big Boy if possible.
Okay, sleep is a area effect, so are you including both of them in the area or just one of them?
Both, but I'm focusing it on Big Boy.
Okay. Then roll the dice and we'll see how many hit points worth of people get slept. This is hella hype music. Holy crap. Turn it down just a little bit.
Well, that could have gone better.
So
That could have gone much better.
You start whispering to yourself, and as the darkness condenses around you, the darkness starts to condense around the two trolls, and one of them sits up and looks around while the other one is still eating, kind of waves away at the shadowy mist that forms around the two of them until the smaller of the two says, "Oh, did you see that?" Alara, it is your turn.
I'm gonna just assume as soon as I saw him try to cast a spell, I'm going for the small one with Phantasmal Force. Intelligence saving throw, DC 14, and I'm just gonna make, if he fails, it look like the fire spread from the bonfire.
So, as the shadows condense and the smaller one is starting to get up, looking around, he starts to yelp and roar as he's throwing and kicking dirt towards the fire, and starts in a low guttural roar screaming "Fire!" as the other one starts to back away from the fire pit suddenly as well, seemingly on edge of having just a fire nearby.
So I'm assuming, did he fail?
He seems to have failed.
Cool. Then do I roll damage this turn then?
Yes, yeah. If it's having fire spread to him.
Yeah, the intention is for him to be in fire now. And then also, my bonus action, I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Shid.
Okay.
Do you mean Brash? Because I already have one.
Oh no, I didn't give it to you earlier. I gave it to you now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want the timer to go down while we were possibly discussing a plan.
Inspired. Okay. Finkus. Off up the hill from where you had been, since you'd been jumping from tree to tree at this point, you hear a loud roar a decent ways away. Nope, and I guess he walked away. Okay, well. Yeah, then that's Finks' turn. We're gonna just assume he's starting to head in that direction. So then one of the trolls, because he was aware of something going wrong, also the one who is currently thinks he's on fire, is going to act this turn. So he is going to try to save against spell. Does not. He thinks he is on fire.
I think that when he tries to check, it's investigation instead of intelligence. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still he's not proficient, so it's just his base intellect, which is low.
Oh, okay.
Though the bit of like burn marks that have started to like show on his skin, because it is not real fire, does heal back.
Awesome.
And he is going to he is aware of where Spook and Alara are. He is going to rush. Let's see. We'll roll evens and odds. He's going to rush Alara as he moves straight up to you, roaring, almost in like a feral bound across the ground, and he's going to attack with oh snap, his 2 claw attacks and his bite. So
Great.
that's an 8 to hit, a 21 to hit, and a 22 to hit.
The second 2 hit, obviously.
So Alara, as this troll gets up to you and starts slashing and attacking, you take 21 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna die, y'all. I am looking right fucked up right now.
All right. As he's roaring and patches on his skin are starting to boil again and then healing, but that makes it now Vrash, your turn.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna run up to hit this one since he rushed right towards Alara. And I'm going to swing my sword.
Okay. A 16. Believe that hits. He is kind of naked. Oh, yeah. 16 just hits.
Now I'm gonna add smite to it.
All right.
So 1d8.
If it's a first level smite, it's 2d8.
So that
13. So you rush up behind him and carve the sword through. As you do, and there's that radiant pop of energy from your devotion, the blood that erupts from the troll's back and hits the tree next to it immediately starts to grow almost what looks like a moss on the tree. That was your action. Did you have anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that makes it Shed. Your turn.
Oh, okay. I got this. So I want to summon or manifest my echo,
Okay.
and I'm gonna move myself next to the little troll, but move the shadow over to the big troll.
Troll.
Is this a tree or is this like a bush? Do I need to
They're all
avoid
trees. They are tall, about 30 to 40 foot tall trees.
If I was there, would that?
Yeah, that would work.
All right, I'm gonna want to attack that and then use one of my unleash invocations to attack through the shadow as well. So I just need to stay within 30 feet of the shadow.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna do this with the dwarven great axe too.
All right. Dwarven Great Axe that I didn't forget about. 19 does hit. So as you swing the axe through and it comes in contact with the troll, it definitely carves into it far easier than you were expecting. So for meta knowledge, you actually did 17 damage to the troll. But again, as you or actually also roll me a d20. Four. Okay, so you carve a decent chunk of its thigh off, and as it hits the ground, it dissolves out, forming more of this moss on the ground, as well as some of these white fungus-like flowers.
I don't. Okay, so I'll do the attack through the shadow now.
Okay, roll to hit. 13 does not hit.
All right, I think I'm done.
All right. That makes it now the second troll, but they're in the surprise. So, Spook, it is your turn.
Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties. Okay. I kind of want to try this new spell, but I'm not sure how it's going to work, but let's try it. No. I take it back. I want to let everybody know that we're here, and I want to do Toll the Dead on the big boy. Has he taken damage?
He has not yet.
All right, well, let's change that.
All right, so Toll the Dead is a wisdom save.
Yes, wisdom save 13.
He rolled a 2, so with his wisdom modifier, it comes a 1.
Not very wise, is he?
Yeah, you know, trolls.
Rolls. And what level are we? We're level low. 3?
I believe you're level 3 still.
Okay, just checking. Just for the, the amount that it takes. So he takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
Yep. Seven
7 necrotic damage.
All right.
Spook's gonna watch carefully. Does anything regenerate from necrotic damage on this evil creature?
So as the bell chimes and the darkness echoes to your call, a bit of the troll does blacken out as it's still in the process of getting up and snarling, looking around. It makes eye contact with you, and as it does, that patch is starting to heal already.
God, that's necrotic though. It's kind of the point. Spook's not going to say the swear word yet, but he's thinking it. And that ends his turn.
All right. That makes it... reading something. Alara, it is your turn. A troll has torn up a decent portion of your clothes. It is not nice.
Like when I say I'm hurt, I say I'm hurt. I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay.
Is
Taking
that
a
a
potion
full
is a
action?
bonus action for my games.
Okay. Okay, cool. And the lesser potion is 2?
Lesser potion is 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, sweet. 4d4, 7. Okay, cool. Boom. Oh, I typed in that wrong. Boom. Okay. So I took one of those. That's the bonus action. And then I guess I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on a homie in front of me.
Okay.
It's gotta succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Got a 6.
Oh, well that's great. Totally hits. Boom. I have a button for this. Hold on. I don't think I've used Vicious Mockery. Have I? Boom.
Okay. He takes 1 damage.
I think I'm still bleeding quite profusely and just being like, that wasn't very nice. And give him a hard thumbs down.
He looks mildly concerned at you for just an instant.
And I guess that ends my turn, man.
All right. Finkus. Are you there? Are you talking? Because I can't hear
Oh,
you.
yeah, yes. I was
Okay.
muted. Oops.
You are now properly there on the map.
Hey.
You can see Alara up ahead, heavily wounded. A troll looming over her. Shed and Rash trying to pull it off of her. A little ways past, there is a shadow attacking a even larger troll. You don't really have... Actually, no, you would have clear line of sight on Spook, who is muttering, preparing spells as the darkness envelops them slightly.
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is fly over here. Maybe about there, if I can.
Well, how far
Face
is
that.
your flight?
It's 50 feet blast speed.
Okay.
And then I want to cast command on this troll that's hurting my friend and tell it to grovel.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw on command.
All right.
Where is it? Right there.
Okay. So you call out a command towards the troll, and as you do, it snarls looking over at you. You won't know what happened. Oh, actually. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, in my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn starts the troll's turn, so it heals. As some of the wounds on it start to close. And then it drops onto its hands and knees, spread out more like a giant spider than a humanoid, as it spreads
can't
limbs
see.
out in all directions.
You can't see, but I'm doing a victory dance right now.
So he is groveling for this turn. Yeah. All right. Well, then that makes it Vrash, your turn.
Cool. If I step like right here, how would a 15-foot cone work? Would it hit my buddies here?
No, you could definitely left corner. You could definitely 15 hit that cone right there.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use my fire breath then and step right there. I went like behind Brad. We did a cool like spin move. I went behind his back. And then just boom, fire breath.
All right. So there's a little chime of metal on metal as you get the two of your armor bump into each other as you spin. It is a dex save, right?
Yes. DC 14.
At disadvantage because he's prone. He's still got an 18. So roll damage.
Oh.
Rough.
It's 2d6. And he takes half.
He takes 3 damage, but is burned.
Remember, fire. Finkus said fire.
I have a fire symbol. We'll go with that. All right. It's great because last year for my birthday, I got a bunch of these really cool rings that you put on miniatures when you're playing at the table. I really want to use them.
Understandable.
They're all condition rings, so like paralyzed, prone, burning, stuff like that. Yeah. I need to have in-person games again. We'll just have to have like a trip day, and we'll all show up in like a middle point like Colorado and rent out a was it somebody's house and just play D&D.
Airbnb.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, if they have a hot tub.
Air D&D. Hey, yeah. Hot tub D&D session.
D&D.
I'm down.
I'm in.
I'm all for this. Let's do it. All right, so
You wouldn't even have to pay me $1,500 like some people.
I am an expensive bitch. Just gonna say. All right, so that makes it then, as the troll is partially on fire on the ground, Shed, your turn.
I think I'm just gonna proceed to do what Shed does and just attack.
Okay, you have advantage because it is prone.
Yes.
So yeah, 24 hits. I love how the name of the weapon is changing.
+1 question mark?
I didn't include +1 in damage. I'm just guessing at what it does now.
Right, so you lay into it pretty heavily. Roll me another D20. Okay, so you continue to carve into it, and this time when the blood hits the ground, it doesn't grow, it doesn't moss over. And you notice that the troll isn't healing right now. That makes it now the big troll's turn, as it finally gets up. It bites down and rips the shadow into nothing. And then rushing over, it swings 2 claw attacks at Spook.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Shield.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
That would.
And a 25?
Yeah.
So as it gets up to you, it slashes across, taking you and a good portion of the tree in its barrage. You take 14 slashing damage as it roars in your face. Oh, it also did heal. at the start of its turn.
Hold on, what were the numbers to hit again?
A 23 and a 25.
God damn it. So if my armor class was 23, would it hit?
If it meets it, it beats it.
Damn.
What did it do to the shadow again? You said.
It attacked. It crit on the shadow, and I believe the shadow only had 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it did well over 1 hit point. But hey, you saved Spook from a crit.
Which I appreciate. How much damage did Spook take?
14.
Okay.
But that is the end of that troll's turn, and that makes it Spook, your turn. You are facing down the bigger of the 2 beasts.
All alone?
Mm-hmm.
This is not how I saw this going. I am going to cast Moonbeam. No. Yes? No. What's it called?
Well, I mean, there's a spell called Moonbeam. It does radiant damage. Big pillar of light from the sky.
No, I'm going to use that other thing that I get from the Twilight Cleric, the aura of energy thing.
Talking about the thing that gives us temporary hit points?
That's the one. I can't find it on my spell sheet though. Give me a second. I just had it, and then you hit me, and then I got scared.
I'm glad I'm doing my job.
No. Okay, it's called Twilight Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Okay, Channel Divinity.
All right, so my aura is up. You guys can't see it. Oof. How do I share that so everyone can see it? I'm gonna take 5 temporary hit points though.
There you go. Everybody should be able to see it now.
Okay, that's it. That's all for my turn.
So yeah, as you hold up your holy symbol, in the darkness, it actually becomes a bit of light, as there's little fairy lights moving around, and it is just that moment right as the sun is halfway behind the horizon, and it's this beautiful purple and red light surrounding Spook. So you get your temporary hit point, your little shield buffer thing, and that makes it Alara, your turn.
Cool. Question for the DM. Because this homie is prone, if I try to get away from him, will he have a opportunity attack on me?
People definitely can attack from a prone position. They do have a penalty, but it is possible.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Then, I suppose I'm gonna attack Prone Boy with Dissonant Whispers. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Target. Immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows. Okay, so it did fail, so roll damage.
Oh, I just lost how much? 3d6.
Yep.
Almost clicked 3d4.
And then is going to... It can't get away without invoking danger, so it does stay put. Okay, so as you say, or as you whisper out at it, more blood starts to pour from its eyes and its ears, and its mouth is filling with bile and blood. All of it hitting the ground around, though the burning has subsided a bit. That makes it Finkus, your turn. Unless Solara, you had
Okay.
anything else.
Oh, what did I just do?
I cannot hear you, Alara, so if you did, possibly. Just gonna say yes.
I'm back.
Okay, good.
I accidentally left the game.
Well, that's
What?
not right. That's not how this works.
He says, I'm done. Bye.
Peace, bitches.
Troll, I'm out.
Okay. Let me pull my character sheet back up. Oh god.
So I didn't hear anything after possibly can't move because it would make opportunity attacks. I don't know if anything else was said.
Yeah, so it doesn't use its reaction to run. And
that's
was there
fine.
anything else that you were gonna do that turn?
No, I don't think so. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. So, how hurt does that guy look if I'm looking at him?
It is a bloodied pile of meat and bones that is still moving
Okay.
around.
Alright. I'm gonna assume you guys have that guy under lockdown right now. How far away am I from that bonfire?
You are 30 feet.
Awesome. I can easily make that with my fly speed.
Yeah, 35 feet.
And I'm going to pick up a piece of wood or something to have a torch on me or whatever.
Okay. You reach into the bonfire and you are able to grab a block of wood. It's wasn't set to be like a torch, so you are
Yeah.
gonna burn yourself.
That's okay
Okay.
for the time being.
Why wouldn't you just use your own torch in your explorer's pack?
I don't have that. That was 35.
Yep.
So let's see. I could maybe get right there. Yeah.
If you pick up your character token,
Well, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure the distance is right.
you'd be 5 feet away.
So like there.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were moving right up to the troll. So yeah, you were over here. So yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. So I could be like right here then.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I use my action to pick that up or anything?
No, I'll
So
say it's
free
your bonus action.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I'm going to take my oil flask again and do what I did to the Oni. Chunk it at him.
Okay. Roll to hit. Sorry, it's gonna be a dex. So just roll a dex check.
Okay, dexterity. Shit.
We're rolling so bad today.
Spook, roll a dex saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Isn't this troll larger than Spook though?
Yeah, and the troll dodged.
Well, fair.
And Spook didn't.
So as the troll is facing off towards you, first off, Finkus, you take 2 fire damage from the log that you're holding that is on fire on pretty much all sides. As you huck the oil at the troll, it ducks down, moving as it hits Spook right in the chest. And Spook, the acidic smell of oil just envelops you as you look down, and your armor and robes are covered in this black, slick looking liquid, and you look up to see Finkus like kind of juggling hot potato style a burning log.
You're supposed to lube up the enemies.
Ow, 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 ow.
Don't throw it!
Finkus, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
It would have been cool though.
Would have been cool, yeah. So the troll stands up, fire out, and it is going to make a claw attack against the 2 Dragonborn and a bite attack against our bard.
Against the bard, he's gonna have disadvantage.
Then I will roll that first. With disadvantage, the 25 becomes a 9.
Woo!
So
Blocked his teeth with my shield.
yeah, as he goes down to bite, he bites almost all the way around the shield as you realize the jaw has unhinged and it's ripping at itself and forming new muscles to try to crush the metal shield.
That's terrifying.
The claw attack against Vrash is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
You take 16 slashing damage. And against Shed is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
You take 14 slashing damage as pulling its teeth free of the shield, leaving small dents and scrapes in the metal, leaving a couple teeth behind too that just start to push anew out of its mouth. It goes to town on the 2 Dragonborn.
So I want to use my Vengeful Assault trait. Since I took damage, I'll use my reaction to take an attack on it.
Okay. Roll to hit. Something fancy. 20 does hit. And this is with the great axe?
Yes.
Okay. You swing the great axe through and cleave it into the shoulder of the troll and go about halfway through its body before it slumps to the ground, dead.
That one was for my friends.
That makes it now it makes it Vrash your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna just... What's my move speed? Hold on. Okay, it is 30. Cool. I'm gonna run to the fire and light a torch.
Okay.
An actual torch, not...
Okay. Bonus action, you pull a torch from your pack, stick it in the fire. Having a cloth wrap on it, it immediately lights.
That's about all I can do, really, because I don't have any more movement speed.
Okay.
I don't want to throw it or anything, so...
You can take a dash action if you want to move another 30.
Okay, dash action back over here by this troll.
Okay. Sounds good. That makes it Shed, your turn.
I'm gonna move my way over to the big troll, I guess, and I'll attack.
All right.
And I also want to summon my Echo to the side and then use a Unleash invocation to attack with both of them.
Sounds good. Roll to hit. You have advantage. I don't believe the echo can gain advantage. I still need to look that up, actually.
Oh, so it doesn't count as a creature.
Okay. So then, yeah, it wouldn't get advantage off of anything. So 23 definitely hits.
That was the one that came from Shed.
All right.
And then that's the echo.
That hits as well. All right, so the two of you and your clone start to move in and are cutting as more ichor is hitting. This troll, it's not so much a moss as a grass that's growing from where its blood hits. It's slightly different than the smaller troll. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, and then I get temporary hit points.
Yes, you do.
1d6 plus 3.
All right. The troll that just got slashed is going to first make 2 attacks against Spook. An 11 to hit
Misses.
and a 14 to hit,
Misses.
and then a 15 against Shed.
Just misses.
All right. It can't find purchase as it starts to roar and spin about, throwing its hands. It sees the fire coming towards it and seems more scared of the fire than the one that's holding it. That makes it Spook, your turn.
Spook's going to use the disengage action to get away from the fire that's about to be thrown since he is now covered in oil.
That sounds logical.
And that's all he's going to do.
Okay. That makes it... Alara, your turn.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I grab the torch from Varash and throw it onto the dead homie right in front of us, or no?
I mean, yeah, that'd be... As long as he gives it up freely. Unless Varash wants to fight you for it.
Is that a thing you want to do, Varash?
No.
So yeah,
cool.
it would just take your action.
That's fine. Can I still move after?
Definitely, yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take said torch, throw it onto homie's body, and then I cannot ever use this ruler thing that you guys use. I don't know how you do it. Oh my god, hold on, I figured it out. Oh god, everything is awful. That was funny. 1 second. Boom. It went way too intense there for a second. My goal is to try and get into the little blue dome thing. If I can't, that's fine, as close as possible.
Okay, you have a 30-foot movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'd be able to get into the rim of it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna, like, right here then. Is that cool?
Definitely. So you run forward as Vrash has just sprinted to the fire and back and pull the torch from him and just throw it down and hit the body with it a couple of times as the troll ignites very easily, surprisingly easily. And you can, the smell of its burnt, almost plant-like flesh fills the air. It's very unsettling.
Cool. So I do that,
I run into this. I'm gonna get my temporary hit points and then end my turn.
Okay. +3. Finkus, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw this burning block at him before it hurts me more.
Okay. Roll. It's the same thing because you're not proficient with it, but this is strength based. So just roll strength.
Oh no.
So you throw the block of wood at the troll, and it bats it aside immediately, and it does not hit Spook. I'm not that cruel of a person, so that would have been hilarious. It does hit the ground right there, though.
All right. I'm
Awfully close to Spook with the oil.
I think I'll just move. Just move right here.
Spook will glare at him.
Okay.
And it's my turn.
All right. Roll your temp hit points, and that makes it now. Well, the troll is burning on the ground, so it does not go. Vrash, it is your turn.
Okay, where the blood splattered or whatever on the tree, can I like scrape that and throw it into the fire too?
Yeah, you can definitely take your action to properly either that, or you can pick up the torch off the body and press that.
No, I kind of want to leave the torch there. I want him to burn and not come back.
Okay.
But
yeah, then you can take your
guess
turn.
I'll do that then. I'll do that and then I'll move.
Okay. So yeah, you get the flat of your blade and scrape up as much of the troll blood as you can and flick it onto the fire. As it does, like a high oxygen paste, it ignites immediately. All right. That makes it then Shed, your turn.
I try to attack it a lot. So I want to attack him. I want to attack him with the shadow to use my last one of those.
Mhm.
And then I also action surge, probably attack him too. So here we go.
Here we go. 18 hits. Uh, 22
names.
hits.
These names.
Action surge.
21 hits. And just for everybody at home, the weapon is now called That Great Axe that I found. Well, I didn't, but I have it now, but it's cursed. JK, I don't know. So, 36 total slashing.
Oof.
I think I've used like everything now. I'm getting spent. But I'm done.
Okay. So you're cleaving into it. Actually, give me 2 d20s. Just flat d20s. 1 and 18. So you cut across the troll and you keep hacking at it until you fully decapitate the troll, its head flipping from its shoulders, slamming into the ground, and it
Feels like he just made a baby.
sways on the spot, and then the decapitated body starts swinging at you. With disadvantage, it's a 26 to hit, and a now that it's found you, it crit.
Oh,
So
No shit.
You take 27 slashing damage from the decapitated troll.
Do you want to know how many hit points I had? 26.
Oh no.
And those of you nearby, as Shed, that puts you unconscious, right?
It does.
As Shed hits the ground, you see the troll. There's a bit of bone starting to grow up out of the severed neck spot. And the bit of head on the ground is now wordlessly mouthing as there's long veins growing into the ground around it. That's the troll's turn. Spook.
Healing word! Healing word!
Okay.
I'll shoot that over at my buddy who I saw hit the flow.
Oh, actually, Shed, also, roll that d6, because I veered into the troll's turn immediately without letting you do that.
Can he get temporary hit points while he's dead?
Well, he would have had that temporary shield anyway.
Well, I had 5 already, so I
Oh.
wasn't gonna roll for that.
Okay. Then never mind. So, Shed, you wake up with 7 hit points total. And you see the troll is now lumbering around, bumping into the tree next to it and attacking that as it can't seem to find you. What else are you doing, Spook? Healing word was a bonus action.
I still have more to do.
You can.
Oh my. I'm afraid of doing anything. Hold on. Cuz I'm covered in oil and we like fire now.
Yeah.
I'll do another Toll of the Dead. It's super effective.
It is. Completely ineffective because the troll cannot hear right now.
Oh, well, I learned something today.
Yeah, the troll is deaf because it doesn't have a head.
I just thought it wasn't very wise anymore. Because its wise parts got taken off.
Well, funnily enough, like, because it rolled a 17, but still, like, yeah, Toll of the Dead, it is deaf, so it does not hear the bell toll. That makes it now. Alara, your turn.
Oh boy, I am not prepared. I don't fucking know. I think I'm going to yell to Shed and toss him my last lesser potion. And then I guess I'm gonna just run towards the fire, man. And try and light a torch.
Okay.
And unlike Bird Boy, I too have an explorer's back, so I don't need to burn myself. And I have a question. Since he got knocked down, does that affect his bardic inspiration at all?
No, he still has the inspiration.
Oh, cool. So I threw him a potion, ran towards fire to light stuff up, and then I guess I'll give Varash bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And that'll be me.
So you just, for the most part, you just drop the potion next to Shed. You have the torch lit,
That's fine.
and Rash, you now feel inspired.
What does Bardic Inspiration do again?
You
It
can
gives
add
you
it
a-
to an attack or a saving throw.
You also told me, because in Tasha's, you can do it to magical damage and healing, but I don't think that really matters.
Yep. But that makes it now Finkus, your turn.
I'm not sure. I mean, yeah. I guess I'll just use my Path to the Grave on it.
Okay.
Channel Divinity.
Path to the Grave. Sounds good. It is now vulnerable. That makes it oh,
Yep.
yeah.
No, it's my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
I'll stay where I am.
That makes it Vrash, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up this little burning log here and then come up and try to hit the troll with it.
Okay.
I have resistance to fire, so it does damage to me after this.
Yeah. Roll. So it's just because it's an improvised weapon, just roll a d20 plus your strength modifier.
+2.
+2. 13 does not hit. Actually, you would have advantage because it's without a head. I forget about that.
Still 13.
Still 13. So you're swinging out, and it's just moving too sporadically that you can't get a purchase with it. You do take 3 because you are resistant fire damage.
Cool.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Roll your d6 to get back 10 hit points, because I'm pretty sure that's where that 3 came from. All right. And that makes it Shed, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna. If I move my shadow away, he's gonna get an opportunity attack on it. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Even though I can't see?
It is feeling the area around it. So it is going to swing at disadvantage. It does not hit.
All right, I will take a. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, I will take a swing at him with my great axe, just cause.
Okay. 20 does hit. Or sorry, no. Roll to hit. I was looking at an old roll. Great axe. So yeah, 25 does hit.
Okay, and then last thing will be using my bonus action to teleport and switch places with my shadow.
Okay.
And that's also double damage because he was vulnerable.
Oh, that is true. So the 9. So, as you blink and wake up, your shadow moves away. You stand up, slash through it, and as the two of you flip, Alara looks at you, gesturing towards a small vial on the ground next to where you had been laying.
I'm just like, come on, man.
Be careful.
Oh, I thought she handed it to me. My bad.
Before he said that I said I tossed it to you, but he said that it ended up on the ground near you. So.
Am I able? I would have to take an action to pick it up.
It would have been a bonus action to pick it up.
Can I retcon that and then just instead of attacking, pick that up and swap places?
It's totally fine, bro. Just leave it there.
Yeah, it's a
I
little
remember
late.
where it is.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
But that makes it the troll's turn, who is going to swing out at the thing that just attacked it. 12 to hit the shadow. And a 17 to hit the shadow. Either of those hit?
Sorry, say that again?
Does a 12 hit the shade?
It doesn't.
It doesn't? How about a 17?
17 hits.
Alright, then the shade is gone. And the troll is healing. You're now seeing parts of a lower jaw connecting to the spine that's growing up out of the troll's neck. That makes it Spook, your turn.
Spook's gonna yell at Finkus, more fire, and he's gonna shoot a sacred flame at this body.
Okay, that's a dex save.
Spook's feeling really helpful right now.
So, as the radiant energy hits the troll doesn't have a way to figure where that came from and is now swinging wildly around in circles.
That's all I had.
All right.
One whole damage.
That makes it Alara, your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm going to, with my beautiful torch, going to run here
Okay.
and try and chuck it at him.
All right, roll to hit.
Is that just
Just
what,
a dex.
strength?
Just d20 plus your
Just
dex
strength.
modifier.
Okay, hold on. D20 plus whatever, plus 3.
So a 14 just misses as the torch hits the ground just behind it.
That's nice.
Where Spook had been standing, and the bit of oil on the ground alights immediately. You do torch the disembodied head that had fallen over there. You do also see that the oil is, or the fire is slowly following a path in the grass in the direction of Spook.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm
Oh no.
Can I pick up my potion?
Can you what?
Can I pick up my potion?
Yeah, I'll let you bonus action pick that up.
Cool. That's it, man.
All right.
Just
That
a reminder if you need your temporary hit points to grab them.
yes. Definitely at the end of your turn. If you need it, get your temp hit points. But Finkus, that makes it your turn.
Quick
All right.
question before you take. Is this one still here?
Oh, that the ground is a little burned and is starting to catch because this is summertime in the Desarin Valley and you guys are throwing fire around.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll burn this troll and the whole forest down with it if we have to.
Oh.
I can do this all day. I got 8 more flasks of oil and I'll throw another one at him.
All right. So you throw another flask of oil at it?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a dex based attack. No proficiency. So that oh wait, no, it's without a head. So it does hit.
Yes.
Lordy.
And I will move right beside Spook.
All right.
And I'll say, holy fire isn't the fire we need right now. And that's my turn.
All right.
Spook size.
Vrash, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing on it,
All right.
and then if that hits, it's a 14. And I'll smite.
Since it's headless, it's a 22, and the 22 hits.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm also smiting.
All right. Roll
Here
damage.
is the longsword, and then what is it for bardic inspiration?
It was a +6.
A
But I don't
D6.
think...
Another D6.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Not a +6. I'm
That
tired.
All right. You take a heavy cut out of it. Roll D20 for me. Just flat D20. 9. Okay. So you carve through it, and there's more splattering of the blood, which turns to more grass, as well as a couple of more vine-like flowers. But is that the end of your turn, Vrash?
How does Channel Divinity work? Is it like a bonus action?
It depends on the channel divinity. It should
Okay,
say.
so I have Peerless Athlete and Inspiring Smite for my Channel Divinities. With Inspiring Smite, it says immediately after you deal damage to a creature. I can put this in the thing, right? Yeah. That.
As a bonus action, and
Yeah.
okay. So distribute temporary to creatures of your choice within 30 feet. Okay, so this would replace the temporary hit points that any of you already have. But this is definitely something you could do to everybody in the party right now.
Well, only one person though, right? Is that how it? Yeah. A creature of your choice. No, it says creatures of your choice within 30. How do you do the circle? So I can see who all would get that.
Oh, everybody's within 30 feet of you. Easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this, he would roll 2d8 plus his level, and then he has to divide that total up among us.
No.
Actually, 2 divided
Yeah, it says
among...
divide.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it
So
does
you could
say
give it all to
divide.
one person, you could give 1 point to each. Depends how you want to split it up.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to, there's the D8, and then plus 3 because I'm a 3rd level paladin, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do 6 to Spook and Shed.
Okay, 6 each. So that does not stack with Spook, the temp hit points that Spook's been giving out, so it would replace those.
Right, that's higher than both of those though, right?
Believe so.
Yeah.
But that is what is done, so it is done. That makes it now Shed, your turn.
I think I'll use my second wind to try to get some more health back.
All right. So another 9 health to you.
And then I guess I'll use my, because that's a bonus action, I'll use my other bonus action to summon this shadow echo thing again, but I can't do anything with it aside from just move it.
Okay.
I'll just move back and then I'm done.
Okay, that makes it the troll's turn. It heals a bit. And then is only currently aware of Vrash, though it is getting close to having its full head back. Where did I put the character sheet? There we go. So it's going to make 2 attacks against Vrash. That's a 14 and a 10 to hit. I don't think either of those hit. So that makes it... it does feel the fire though, so it is going to push... push away this way.
No opportunity attacks?
You would get one.
Cool. Do I want to do that? Do you have to do it?
You don't have to. It's up to you.
And it's just a normal attack, right? I just roll my attack and then boom.
Yeah, it's your normal 2 hit. So 20 would hit. So
Can I smite on that? Or does that not work because it's a different type of...
No, it would work as long as you hit. Definitely. As long as you have the spell slots for it, you can use it.
Yeah, this is my last one.
All right. So as the troll pushes past Vrash, you bring your sword into the troll's side, and it stumbles for a bit, shoving past Alara, and then turns back now that it can't really feel the fire. Somewhat kind of pointed in the direction of you, Vrash. It doesn't really have a good sense of direction, but also it faced in Alara's direction. That makes it Spook. Your turn.
Okay. I'm also afraid of the fire. So I'm not going to move toward... Oh, don't you dare!
What?
I saw you add those. Okay.
I've been adding a little bit each turn.
I know. I'm getting out of here, man. I'm going to use my movement. I mean, as long as I'm trailing the fire, I might as well trail it towards it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to also do a fire thing. But what's it called? Hold on. Sacred flame. Not real fire. Radiant fire.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Sacred flame is a dex save.
Yeah, 13.
That is a 12, so it does not save.
Haha! Let's do more than 1 damage this time, okay, Spook? Four damage.
Nice.
Ooh, more than 1.
Yep. So you rush up to Alara's side, and as you're moving, you build up this small orb of flame that licks across the troll. It doesn't have the sense to know that it's not real fire, but its body knows. But yeah, that makes it then Alara, your turn.
Its head's not fully back though yet, right?
No, it's got most of its jaw and part of the skull, but it hasn't even started reproducing organs in that area.
Cool. But I got like shit I can do. I think your girl is just gonna disengage and come back towards the fire to try and light another torch. How many torches would I have in an Explorer pack?
I believe an Explorer pack generally holds about 4 torches.
Cool. that's what I'm gonna use with my my stuff then, is just disengage and go light another torch.
All right, so you rush away and light another torch and have that in hand and ready.
I have a quick question. Cutting words, is that just for when someone's attacking me, or is that when it attacks anybody?
Any attack that you can see within 60 feet of you.
Okay, cool.
All right, that makes it Finkus.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up and do that right there. That is a spell attack that I have to roll.
Yep, so roll to hit.
So that's a D20 plus my spell attack bonus
Mm-hmm.
plus 5. That sucks.
So you rush forward and you're preparing the spell as you're moving, saying the words, and as your hands are at your side moving, you finish the spell before you realize that you need to aim, and this black beam, just Iron Man style, rips up the ground between Spook and Vrash, hitting the tree next to the troll.
Oops.
Well, you're all about trying to hit us today, aren't you?
Yep, that's my go.
That makes it Vrash, your turn.
Okay, so if I run over here, this is only like 10, 15 feet, I think is what it said.
Yeah.
Would it take an action to try to like just slide my sword in this oil fire and then run over here to attack, or
it would be a bonus action to dip a weapon, though you're not sure how well it's going to work with oil on a forest floor. If it was stone, if it was like a stone floor, it'd be very reliable. This, you're probably not going to get much.
Okay. Do I want to just like scoop up some fire and throw it at him?
I did hit him with the flask of oil finally.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
just scoop up some stuff, run up to him over here, and throw it at him.
Okay, roll a d20 and just add strength, like base strength, as you go and you grab handfuls of burning dirt.
So can you click strength for that, or do I
Yeah,
have to
you should be able to click the word strength.
Well, that sucks.
I'm not gonna be that mean because it wasn't a natural one. Otherwise, yeah, Spook would be in flames. But you run up with your 2 large handfuls of burning dirt, taking another 3 fire damage. And as you throw them, the fire goes out immediately as the dirt breaks apart, and a couple of rocks hit the troll, but not hard enough to do damage.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, that makes it Shed, your turn.
Okay, so that line of fire is not going anymore now, right?
Oh no, it's hit a patch where Spook stood for a while, so there's more to burn there.
Yeah, I want to move up to it and hit it with my cold dragon breath.
The fire? Okay, cool. You could,
Heyo.
if you angle it, you could hit all that. Cool, he says. Okay, so that doesn't even... You move forward, take in a deep breath, and as you exhale, this torrent of Arctic wind rushes across, freezing the grass and part of the tree, and stopping the progress, unfortunately, of most of the fire. What a shame. But I guess good job.
And then I'll finish my turn just moving over to the fire.
All right. Now, with most of its skull back, the troll is going to all right. It's going to make one attack against the tree next to it, and it completely rips through about 3 feet of trunk, just shredding it as this tree topples. And then it is going to make its next attack against Spook, which is a 12 to hit because it's still at disadvantage.
That misses.
All right. But that makes it Spook, your turn.
I'm gonna disengage again. I don't like being up here. I'm just glad to have spread the oil up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I will back away like a little dog with my tail between my legs.
Okay. Where are you going? Cool. As you get back there, you almost slip on some ice on the ground. But
I almost fell into that fire too when I was moving myself. I'm okay. Everything's okay.
it's fine. But that makes it then Alara, your turn.
Cool. With my torch, now that Spook's gone, I was really worried about throwing it while Spook was near there. I'm gonna run up and attempt to throw it.
All right. Dexterity. D20 plus
Okay.
Dex.
Well, I'm just gonna click Dex.
Yep.
Boom.
22 hits as the troll ignites. Roll 4d6.
Boom.
As the oil goes up and the troll's natural burn kicks in, it starts to scream and rage and slam into the trees around, spreading fire and destroying the area as it slowly starts to lose momentum, unable to brush off the flames, and falls to the ground, burning.
Yes. Yes. Finally.
And that's where we're gonna end this week, as you guys have killed the trolls, unsure of who or what is in the cage nearby, but that will be for in 2 weeks' time. So
Yo.
We
That was
did it.
yes, congratulations.
Yay, guys.
So long.
That concludes this week's episode of Adventures Once Told, but fear not! You can watch me DM live on Twitch every other Saturday. Links to the Twitch and your preferred social media deities are in the doobly-doo below. You can also help us defeat the evil Lich algorithm by liking, subscribing, and yes, you know it, clicking that bell notification. Last but certainly not least, thank you for joining our adventure and helping us grow. We'll catch you next game.